of advice and goodness and recommendations to be successful. Chris Lewis, absolutely fabulous. Happy New Year, my excellent friends. Devil's Crowd, thank you so much. Share this live out, guys. Oh, Sharon, dancing bears, painted scenes, things I almost remember, and a song somewhat seen once upon a December. Thank you so much. 4th of July, you look just like the 4th of July. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. That's the wrong holiday. It's New Year's Day. Can we have hot dogs on New Year's Day? Yes, we can. Hot dogs with the sugar taters. Thank you so much. You guys are absolute favorites. You're darling. Jay Brown Radio in the house. I've missed you, my excellent brother. Thanks for the carbs, you guys. Are we dieting this year? No, we are feasting on the love we found. Share this live out. We're almost at 200. 2 minutes to go. I think we might see, if we can see our gorgeous, incredible, fearless leader, the Poseidon of the sea, the tide that lifts all boats. Is he in my list? I do not see him. I do not see him yet. I am not seeing that yet. Is he alive on the other side, guys? That's maybe where our other half is.
Whoa, I just got one down there now. What the hell? Who's down there?
I don't see it at all. Good news, though, guys. Good news. We are going to have a search feature and a randomizer for battles. Very exciting. Okay, let's see if I can find him again. I have a second device, but I'm screen recording right now, so I don't want to go use it because I've been desperate to capture everything that Zach has given us in these incredible Wisdom Wednesdays thus far, so we can snip it and advertise. Brittany, are you here? Wayne, are you here? Relentless Will, can one of you, Joe, thank you so much, can one of you pop over and just take a look and see if Zach is live yet? Thank you so much. Oh, he's not live yet. Okay, thanks, Terry Lynn. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You know, he's probably busy. Here's the thing. I do know that now that things have calmed down a little bit, they're getting a couple hours of sleep last night. What's up, Rob? India Wellness, Innocentorum here, just with the absolute billboard top billing right there. Thank you so much, my excellent friends. You're absolute darlings. There's Funeral. Where you been? I was worried. I thought I might miss you. I thought you might be late to your own party. Coach Bang, thank you so much. Happy New Year, my excellent friends. All right, we're almost there, almost at 200. Thanks so much, Jay Brown. Funeral. Happy New Year, my excellent brother. Happy New Year. Coco Bang, let's go. All right, so I have a list of questions we're going to ask. And thank you so much again. And Ethan is here. Funeral, thank you so much. Happy New Year, my gorgeous friends. Coco Bang, Corpus Christi, you guys are absolute darlings. Phoenix, I clipped from one of our last Wisdom Wednesdays the question that you asked about the chat, because we're going to talk about the chat today. Phoenix, we've got a rebuild on the chat. It's its own game, like we talked about. I'm so excited that you're here, Phoenix. Let's go! Let's go! Bigger chats, slower chats, gaming chats. Darling, I'm so excited. Hold on, I'm dropping my exciting things everywhere. Oh my gosh. No, I just can't. You know how you're not like you sleep? Benji, baby. Thank you so much. You know, like when you get so excited you can't sleep or eat, because all I'm eating is like I'm just eating hot dogs and donuts and galaxies. Like I'm just eating. I'm just eating all of your love. I'm just filled with just you guys. I can get you. Oh, I got you where I want you, and now I'm going to get you. I got you where I want you, and now I'm going to eat you. I would eat you. Because I'm a baby T-Rex. I got a big man. Reach, drop these babies in.
I don't know. My name is.
Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's check and see if we can find our fearless Poseidon of the seas. Why do I call him Poseidon? Because a rising tide lifts all boats. Favorited is the tide.
As soon as you send it,
we are the
pop up on the
boats
screen like.
out to sea.
Yeah, but I just sent her a snowball.
Hey, which present do you guys want to keep from the gifts of the Naughty and Nice? I think the gift Avalanche is probably my favorite. What about you guys?
A glow appears on the left side.
The Naughty and Nice gifts?
Maybe that one's red.
I don't
Maybe
see
I
him.
can't do that.
I see Crazy Stacy is live with her guest. If you can hear me, hi Crazy Stacy, we love you.
Nah, you ain't throw
I
it.
just did
How
a
many
dino.
monsters have you had today?
You gotta tap it.
I am. That's the only way to tap out of it.
You gotta
Chris
send, then
Guthrie,
hit it.
how are you?
Don't
Oh,
hit it
you can
double
have
D.
some, Benji. It's $1.99 on sale right now.
See,
So
right there. You just sent it.
Oh, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Sunshine, for the
don't show me
fireworks.
now.
Let's go. Actually,
Huh?
it's not. Oh,
You
we
didn't
did
show
it.
me
We
no
did it. We did it. We did it. I feel much more comfortable inviting the CEO of Favorite here into this room now
Baby, it's
because
glitching,
this is a
brother.
much more
You got
respectable group.
over
I
200
would
people.
feel quite silly if I were to say, "Hey, Zach, we've gathered the masses, the troops for
I
you
ain't got
to
that
teach us.
tender gift
We will
no
learn
more.
at your knee.
Minutes.
We got a
Let
dozen.
people add.
Baker's
Just add
dozen
people
of
and add
donuts ready to learn. This is more like it. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for sharing this out. Really want to make sure that Zach feels welcome and that what he's doing for us is valuable because I know it is. All right, he's live. Well, we're gonna grab him. Here goes everybody. Let's see if we can grab him. Give him a second to catch his feet, and then we're gonna take it. All right.
Hello.
Zach right there.
Hello, my excellent brother. How are you?
I'm good. New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, full of opportunity,
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
first
just send
time.
them
excitement,
galaxies.
adrenaline.
Don't only send them galaxies.
Yeah.
Don't send them shit that costs 200.
Yes. I don't drink caffeine. Oh, Happy New Year, Wayne, with the New Year gift. Have
That's
you seen
really
the New Year
cool.
gift?
Yeah, that's really cool. When did that drop? Like right before midnight?
Right before New Year's, yes. Oh, nice. Funeral. Happy New Year.
Did you celebrate? Did you get to leave the office and go watch
Happy
fireworks?
New Year, Allie. I left the office at 11:30. I celebrated from basically midnight to like 1:30, and then went to bed, and now we're here. So I got about an hour and a half of celebration. Saw a bunch of people I haven't seen in over a month. Thanks, Ashley. Wow. And then Happy New Year. Wow, the New Year gift's going off.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Armstrong. Yeah. Are you getting them a lot?
I'm seeing so many. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. This community is incredible. This
Benji.
gorgeous man right here. This is the CEO. Yes. This one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know, right? Shh, quiet. Shh. Okay, so here's the thing, Zach. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Wisdom Wednesday. There have been so many updates and changes and another flood of new users, and we are always so absolutely thrilled when we can catch you for some, undivided attention and just go through, get us all together, and make sure that there's no speculation. There's a lot of, I don't want to say a rumor mill, but hey, I heard this or I heard that.
Yeah.
We just want to set the record straight, especially because, again, the analogy of rising tide lifts all boats, and you are the Poseidon of our seas because you're, the master of the tide, and we're the little tugboats chugging along. And we like to share the information so we all have an opportunity to be successful, right?
Yes.
So if we can get it from, Triton, okay, King Triton, and then we can pass it along to all everybody else. We can make sure that we're all successful together. So again, thank you so much. Here are the ground rules, you guys, in the chat. Here are the rules. First, Megs is a rated G space. So please, if you're going to talk smack, you're going to have to be put in the extra love chair, and I'm going to get my bar soap and come after you and wash your little filthy mouths out. Just okay. And then rule 2, listening ears, please, listening ears. If we do have time for Q&A after, you're going to be very, very embarrassed if you ask a question that we've already reviewed. So please pay attention. And then third, please, if you do have a question, pop it in the chat. We will do our best, but we do have we have just really listened in the last 2 weeks about the most common questions and concerns you have. There's a lot of updates that are coming out. We are so freaking excited. We're going to give Zach plenty of time. Do we get you for
I think I can be here for 2. Yeah, I think I can make it. I mean, there's a lot of work today that we still got to get to, but let's do a full 2 hours.
The way that I see it, if we keep everybody here and give them all the details, it's going to free up your afternoon with, the chatter that you're not going to have. So you'll have a quiet, nice afternoon. You can buckle down and just, do you not drink caffeine at all?
No, I don't. Caffeine does not help me, doesn't give me more energy. Hold on one second to put this on Do Not Disturb. Caffeine doesn't do it for me. I mean, it feels good. I get why people do it, but it doesn't give me more energy. I have enough energy as it is.
What do you eat an avocado when you're good for the morning, or?
Basically. I mean, I have a lot of... I have a hard time sleeping because I have a lot of energy. So yeah.
Well,
I don't need it.
absolutely lived that life briefly for like a couple days, and then my entire face started to droop, and I realized this is just preserved. This is chemicals right here. Like all the, the Twinkies and the Cheetos that are so bad for you. Like this is red dye number 24 right here. So it's worth it for me. Maybe in 5 years I'll regret it, but right now I'm living it up. La vida loca. Cheers.
Nice.
Okay, so
Cheers.
absolutely. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get down to it. First and foremost, again, Happy New Year. I would love to get just your highlight reel from 2024, right? When we started the year, we were in Alpha, right? A startup company, right?
Yes. I mean, in terms of favorited year, it was like very much experimental mode for the first half of the year. A lot of different like little game modes that we tried. We went with the NPC meta for a little while. We had NPC battles. That's not in here anymore. We have a lot of the games that are still in the app. We had some games that are not in the app anymore. But I mean, the whole focus this year has been the gamified live streaming. And around the mid-year, even before we launched battles, we started to get a little bit of momentum. We started having some people sign up, and then we launched battles, and a bunch of people came over and tried it. Oh my God, Bearded Savage, come on! Thank you, Allie. But yeah, so we launched battles, and simultaneously DT became a live streamer on TikTok on the account. And with him doing that a lot and doing battles with people and meeting a lot of people, donating, gifting people, he became kind of an icon on TikTok. And then a lot of people tried out, favored it, and then we got a first surge in about like July, August. There was a lot of people that signed up, and then we kind of were flat for a little while, and then obviously in December we've taken it to another level. Chris Lewis, come on! Oh my God, Speed Demon.
So I just want to point out that for the last day of the year, you did end in the number 10 position on our ranks.
That's
because
ridiculous.
We came in there and you just got the biggest Happy New Year ever.
I know.
And I'm so excited. It was amazing. I wish that the firework had been available at that point, but it's okay.
Yeah.
On New Year's Day. So we were alpha until the end of March, and then beta launched, right?
I would say, it was, end of March, maybe April. April was alpha. I still consider I can still consider all the way up to June kind of alpha.
Okay.
And then beta is kind of like when we went into the battles, etc. But yeah, so we've been in beta then since middle of the year.
So just give me like maybe 2 or 3 of your absolute favorite moments of the year. I mean, for me, it's going to be the Scuff Summer tournament, our first tournament. That was absolutely phenomenal.
Scuff Summer was crazy.
I'm absolutely floored that we had a 3.2 million coin earner just last week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Something that we just mind blowing. Absolutely loved the Nucky Royale that we did, but I think one of my favorites was the community scavenger hunt for what I believe is rich stuff. For the where we were all encouraged to support each other. That I think that was the biggest love fest ever, and those were some of my highlights. Give us some of yours.
Yeah, I mean those are some of the highlights overall. I think there's been certain internally I have a lot of highlights too. So externally in the app, those are absolutely highlights. I love the way that people responded to the amulet. We're going to be bringing back a lot of that stuff in 2025. We also had automatic clipping of the amulets. All the automatic clipping stuff is going to be brought back very soon. But internally, there's been some hires that have been a big highlight. So, I mean, the animator who made the werewolf. She's incredible, and having her on has been fantastic. We've got some of her, 4 more of her animations that are coming on in the next 24 hours.
Hold on, I'm making notes.
Oh,
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Do we have a dollar value for those amazing animations? Are those the big baller gifts we've been waiting for?
Yes, I can't. I'm not going to say the dollar amounts. There may be some slight adjustments at the last minute on them, but it's. We will have at least 2 that are the biggest in the app so far. Also, the longest animation, the most extensive. So there will be bigger gifts than have been on Favorited yet, and then there will also be some middle of the road price gifts as well. So we definitely, and then we also tomorrow we also give a gift. So this is the last day of the season for festive season, and there will be a new gift given to the top 100 in Naughty and Nice. That will have a new mechanic from any gift given before, and I'm not sure that there's a gift that has this mechanic on TikTok either. So this may be the first a new mechanic for gifting.
Are you going to be able to clip when we so we're doing the community scavenger hunt, you'll do the auto clip on those, but we talked earlier about, I'm getting to it ahead of myself.
Yes, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but I mean just the highlights, there's some internal highlights. 6 months ago when we were in alpha, there were 4 people working for Favorited, and now we have 20. So
you hired 5 in the last week.
I mean, at least 5. I'm talking these are people hired. We definitely have more than 20 total working, because we have people on contract. We have a lot of support people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's crazy. Amazing. I mean, there's the external stuff, and obviously each person that comes on and brings a community with them and is a great part of the community is a highlight for us. Megs, you are absolutely a highlight of our year. Having you on has been a huge highlight for us. But there's a lot of internal stuff that has been highlights too, because we definitely could not be doing what we're doing now with 4 people, and to scale up a company like that so quickly is very difficult. So having some people, there's people that have come on that have really made a huge difference. And DMF, let's go, Celeste. It's been a crazy year. The Scuff Summer was really a highlight of hey, this is crazy what we can do. And obviously every day is now bigger than Scuff Summer, but the Scuff Summer for a long time was our biggest day.
Yeah. That was so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, having you do these shows on a consistent basis, showing that this is we have a lot of battles, but that this is not. This is a live experience platform beyond just battling and beyond the game. So that is definitely a highlight.
And that was one of the, that was one of the complaints that I heard often when we were first getting started. I came from TikTok. I'm not a battler. Why does everyone want to battle? That's not my thing. I just want to do this. I want to do that. And again, we coach our new friends with a 3-pronged approach to grow and be successful on Favorited. And we promote the co-hosting and playing that friendly battle where you're doing the merge chat, which is exclusive to Favorited, where we're building the community, freedom of speech, getting to know each other, on an authentic level, and we play a game to break the ice together. And it's very much Favorited is battle culture in a friendly, loving, supportive kind of way. It's like getting with your friends to play Yahtzee or scavenger hunt. It's this fun thing, and I love that you do that. But it's so much more.
Yeah, I mean, battling is one game mode, and it's the first iteration of that game mode too. We plan on taking battles much further alone, much less the entire gamification. We're working on. Very soon we'll start working on a lot of modular gamification, meaning it's not going to be a full game mode, but you can just put a timer somewhere on the screen. You can put a countdown on the screen. You'll be able to do, but put some the goals, but goals around a lot of different things, not just certain gifts. There's a lot of modular gamification that we'll start enabling.
So I want to ask you a lot more about that because that's one of my future updates. A lot of people have asked about, live stream goals. We're going to touch on tapping, tappers. We're going to do manically tapping right now. You're tapping. I know I can feel it. I know you're doing it. Quit it. Don't lose it. I have to have more caffeine to pump myself back up. Okay. Let me ask you. We did recently have our the most recent update, the official update, came with the road to verification, where everyone can see where they are on the path to being verified. Thank you so much, staff, DT, favorited staff. Absolutely amazing for everyone to have an opportunity to have that coveted verification dot. Lots of questions around what does it get me? What are the different levels? Why do I care? Can you just touch on some of the logic behind the verification badges levels and then maybe touch on what's coming out next for gifters?
Yeah. Well, okay. So verification, like the philosophy of verification is different on favorited versus most of the platforms. Platforms right now, to get verified, mostly you have to have a connect in, or you have to be like a celebrity or seen as a celebrity, or basically pay PR to make you a celebrity.
Right.
It's like, that's why there's a lot of corruption at most of the platforms, where you can pay someone internally and they can get you verified, which is, it's not a great system. It really makes people feel like stratified and they don't have opportunities, and it's not a good system. We want everyone to have the ability to have a path to being verified. It is relatively similar to how much support you have, but it will probably change. Like the requirements for the tiers might change over time versus like right now it's pretty cut and dry. Like it's amount of time streamed. Well, for the streamer verification, the amount of time streamed, the amount of coins earned, that is pretty bare bones. Like we will have, like, if you're dedicated to the platform and you're streaming and you have a following, like you won't necessarily in the future have to make as many coins for the higher verification tiers as you do now. Right now it's like it's what we can measure and it's what people know, so it's pretty straightforward to do that. But eventually there will be other ways of getting the higher level verification.
So you'll be able to balance that out, maybe less coins but more followers, less coins.
Yeah, more
like
people.
That.
Yeah, more people taking action on, like we're going to have gamification around people's profiles and stuff. So there will be. Yeah, I mean, right now it seems like a lot to get the higher tiers, but in the future we'll have other ways of getting to those. But no matter what, it's going to be very clear what can get you there. It's like you'll have a path. It's not about do you have like preferential treatment from the staff or from the company. It's like you have a clear path of what to do to get there. And then we've just started rolling out like the features that will come with verification levels. So I can say pretty confidently right now, in the next couple weeks, level 4, your badge will start showing up in the chat. So your verification badge will show up in the chat. Level 5, we'll start clipping. You'll get clips of all of your streams. Part of the reason why that's not just offered to everyone is it's actually pretty expensive, and so we will have, like, we will also have a democratic way of getting featured. Like, I know we're going to talk about this, but getting a featured battle or featured event in the like this is a featured event. It'll be everyone will be able to schedule an event, and getting it featured at the top is going to be based on how much engagement you get around that, how much you hype it up, how much your following engages with it, and then that will be automatically clipped for everyone. So even if you're not a tier 5, it'll just be very clear. Like, this is the things that you unlock as you spend more time on the platform, as you do more. Bring more people over and do things that help the community, organize things, schedule things. Like, the more you do, the more it's going to be rewarded. And as long as you're not getting strikes on your account for, doing, being harassing or doing other stuff. So it's going to be very clear. Everything, the goal is transparency over everything. So verification is one of the things that everyone wants. That's going to be very clear, but also the algorithm is also going to have a lot of transparency. So,
So we're going to talk about the algorithm, and I just again want to commend Zach DT and the favorited staff for the the idea that a company can have transparency with their consumers and the decisions that are made are not just for the app users, but everything, all the decisions are really geared towards supporting creators with the mindset that if the creator experience is positive, that's going to funnel to the user experience as a whole. And again, this transparency is, I haven't experienced this with any other social media platform, especially the fact that we've all kind of had a voice and a hand in, again, the trajectory and the vibe and the love of the app. Where's my heart going to get?
Yeah, I'll say that, like, I think there's a few reasons why that is. One of the things of not being transparent, what it allows you is to kind of do whatever you want and change things. And, like, if something doesn't work, you can change it. And, like, it doesn't, I think maybe there's, like, a fear that it's going to look bad.
Sure.
But the other reason, and this, like, very, very important difference between us and most social media platforms is that most social media up to this point has been based on advertising dollars. The monetization is advertising. And when that's the case, it creates a lot of perverse incentives for the platform to force people into behaviors that are not necessarily helpful for the people themselves, like, because they just want to grab as much of your attention as possible and have you spend as much time as possible just caught in the feed.
Yeah.
Which is not our goal. Like, honestly, our goal is that it can be even more engaging in the future for a streamer to go live for 2 to 4 hours instead of all day. I mean, we want people to be using the platform as much as they want to, but, like, we want it to be Benji.
While Zach is being wild over there, guys, do me a favor. Our chat is not merged right now, so it is lagging. So we ask that you not spam. Remember, spam is, some people think it's good on sandwiches. I disagree. I think it's disgusting, but it's never good in a chat. So please, if you're going to put a question or a comment or a compliment or anything else, please put it in the chat. But if you're spamming grow, we're going to get my soap and wash your filthy little mouth out. Please don't spam the chat, otherwise you'll be muted. So please make sure it's a good experience. Go ahead.
I just want to say that just for people who don't realize, that was the Emerald prestige gift that you unlock when you hit Emerald gifter badge.
Yeah. That has audio, all the prestige.
It does.
Actually, talking about gifters, right?
Yes.
There is an app update that's in review with the app stores right now. It'll be released any time now, and it has to do with verification of our gifters, right?
Yes. So there was a very high demand. Thanks, Ashley. There's a very high demand for gifter verification. Right now, the requirements are for a streamer earning coins and spending time streaming. We're going to have gifter verification, but we moved it up in the sequence. It was actually out. We pushed it out 2 days ago, like the day before New Year's Eve. And I think it's because of the holidays, like Apple and Google are taking a long time to review it. It's not a big. I mean, it is a big update, but it's not. It doesn't change a lot in the app, so the review could have been fast. But it'll be out anytime. And basically, it's very similar to streamer verification. The badges levels up very similarly with similar numbers, but it's blue instead of the favorited red. Thanks, CLG. And it will also come with a whole bunch of awards. So the gifter badge leveling will have awards, and then in parallel with that, the verification leveling will also have rewards. And it's basically like how much XP you have from gifting, and also how much time you spent in streams, so watch time.
Okay, so a person wouldn't have both badges.
They will have both badges.
Okay,
if you're verified and you have the requirements, you have both badges, but they won't both show up. Basically, you either display your gifter badge or you display your streamer badge.
Okay.
So you can be both. You can switch back and forth, but you're only going to have one verification. We're only going to display one verification.
I do love the addition of watch time.
Yeah, watch time.
Really smart.
And
add to it.
And again, the future probably won't be just watch time or just XP. There'll be other ways, like how much are you organizing and participating in scheduled events. There's going to be rewards for gifters if if you participate, if you're like top 3 gifter in a big battle, which will be over 100 points, or 100,000 points in a battle, there will be rewards that come with that. Like, there's a lot of like gamification and awarding that will happen in the future, but like we're the base of it is around these verification leveling systems, and then we will slot in all of these things right after. Like, one of the things that will be very quickly is that verified gifters will get an entrance. So entrances, obviously people ask for entrances. When a verified gifter that's displaying their badge also says, we will simultaneously launch the ability to hide your badge if you want to hide it. We will have a ghost mode at some point. We're unclear exactly what ghost mode will look like, but entrances will come with verification.
So speaking of entrances, that takes me over to our next kind of the big hot topic. So thank you so much. That update, as soon as the stores release it, it's going to be applied, right? But we've got other things that you guys are actively working on, and that includes like a total overhaul of our chat, which you guys have really been working on, and that includes the entrance, the announcement. We're talking about mod identification, badge for your mods. We're talking about a slow mode. Will you tell us what we're talking about, because this is very exciting for us? Yeah,
the ability to change font size so you can make it bigger or smaller on an individual basis. Slow mode is one of it. Easily merging chats, unmerging chats, scaling up the chat. I mean, the big thing is scaling up the chat to tens of thousands of people in a stream, and that was going to require slow mode. I mean, eventually, and I don't know what the timeline is for subscription. Oh my God, Coco Bang. Dude, the Emerald gift is so sick.
Isn't it pretty? We haven't seen it over. Oh, frankly, we haven't seen it over on this side, but I love giving it, and it has a very beautiful audio.
Yes, but I was just going to say, we will have subscribers, and then we'll have subscriber-only chat.
You absolute legend, Benji.
Oh, did Benji send it?
He came over, he was like, no.
God, he's a legend.
Yes,
he's about to be diamonds.
We got some rock hounds over here. Joel Opals actually is cutting and polishing on live.
Nice.
Opals and jewelry, and like we have a community here, Zach. It's amazing. So when any ETA on these updates for the chat?
I mean, so like we have this sprint from now until January 10th. It's a week and a half. We're gonna get as many. The priority is. Get as many of the scaling things in as possible, because obviously we very much could go another 10x or even 50, 100x from here, depending on what the narrative becomes around TikTok.
So that's one of my big things.
Yes, but I mean, like, the timeline right now is anything that is going to let us scale to that is going to be prioritized.
Right.
So chat is part of it. How are we going to have all the features of chat? Like, I'm guessing when we finish the overall chat, we will have the slow mode. We will have the mod badges. We will have the mod tooling, the muted words, everything else like that. All of that is going to come hopefully by the 10th. Like, that's the goal. We have a lot of stuff that we're trying to get in between now and the 10th.
And the 10th, because the 19th is D-Day, and we want to be ready for the freeze.
Well, yeah, I mean, the flood will start as soon as there's some sort of clarity from the Supreme Court,
which is on the 10th.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, which is they start listening to arguments on the 10th. I don't know. I mean, it's great. We're just trying to ship as quickly as possible, and I think the other thing is I don't want to give concrete timelines anymore because of like something like this. Like, we should have had gifter verification out 3 days ago, and we don't have control over Google and Apple, so it's basically have to wait for them.
Well, and the bottom line is, right, putting the timeline on it, and we're talking about transparency. We have tons of grace for you guys to take what you need, because we know you're burning the candle at both ends. But the bottom line is we could have another Jamaica on our hands, and an entire country say, hey, we love Tampa, it's our favorite place to be, and, comment by the hundreds of thousands. We in the chat, I see all your questions, and because I haven't asked it, it's because it's on my list. So if I see a question that is coming in that's not on my list, I will write it down. But I most certainly, we're going to talk about 2B2. We're going to talk about agencies, all those things. So let's keep on hopping down. So chat overhaul. DT teased us a little bit the other day when he popped on and showed us a little bit of the updated feature for searching for a co-host in the battle randomizer. I know that, right, we're talking about scale things first. Is that going to be upcoming, or is that kind of pushed a little further out?
No, we got to get that in like in the next few days for sure. Because I mean the inability to find people, the lack of rent, like that is a core. We see that as a core feature. And as we scale up, that the current feature gets worse and worse because there isn't the ability to search, there isn't the ability to filter very easily. People who are in ranks want to find other people in ranks. Like the matchmaking stuff, the co-hosting stuff is core. So that's going to be very, very soon.
Okay. Very, very soon is a perfect timeline for me, and that's what we will pass along. Everybody hear that? Very, very soon is the date that we will give, okay? Okay, so we talked about moderator functions. Okay, so there's two things that are still a little bit buggy that people ask about all the time, and while we're all together, the notifications, the automatic notifications, it seems to be kind of random, and we've talked about, favorite me unfavorited, your favorite list, you would just be notified on them. I know that hasn't been rolled out yet. Is that still the plan, or is it still being tested?
That's the new algorithm, new notification logic, and the bell. I mean, because we will have favorite be unfavorited like very soon, but before that, we just want to have the bell because everyone understands the bell. And it's like if the bell is on, you will get notified of every time that someone goes live. It will be a little bit more random. You'll still get notifications when someone you follow goes live, but they don't have the bell on. But it will be the more random. But we need to get that opt-in, and that's again before the 10th.
And that'll be available on their profile.
Yeah, it'll be available on the profile and then anywhere you're following them, just next to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, just to clarify, right, the favorite and unfavorited is coming, but before that, we'll have an option for you to identify those that you want to get a notification on. So you'll click the bell to receive notifications similar to other apps, but not as good. Like this is better. And you'll be able to do that either from their profile or other places where you follow them. So follow and click the bell, and then you'll get notifications when they go.
Yeah, we just need to have the basics. I have this vision for a future where you're clearly opting in for more engagement from someone, and they'll show up higher in your feed, and they'll the complexity of having the favorites on top of the following is just going to have to be something we follow after.
Hold on, sorry. No, I've been crowned. I'm sorry. Queen of Favorited has arrived. Thank you so much, my gorgeous sister. Here she is. Thank you. Love you all. You're all royalty. We are all ruling the social medias together. Yes.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm eighth.
You guys are amazing.
It's crazy. I just want everyone to know, if I'm getting the gifts, they're gonna go back to people throughout the next day, the next week. I'm gonna come through.
Twinkle, gorgeous people.
I'm just gonna, especially smaller creators. Sometimes I go through to someone who's got no one watching them, especially because, again, the no one watching it, the algorithm and the notifications, one of the things that we've been optimizing for right now is making sure we're not spamming everyone. Because, if you've got, the follow for follow means, maybe you get, 700 notifications in a day. And so we've got a rate limit on that. And so everyone doesn't get everyone's go live right now. So we need to have that, we need to have the bell. So that you can opt in.
So speaking of, we wanted to touch on the algorithm. I've got that a little bit further down the list. If you want to talk about it now, we can.
Yeah, let's just talk about it now. Because so the future state of the algorithm is that you have it's very clear where you sit in the algorithm. Again, not something that companies do because it allows them to push whatever they want at whenever they want. It's going to be a game. And there are certain things that are going to happen where you're going to get a big boost, a temporary boost in the algorithm, and then it's going to trickle back down, and you're just going to shoot up to the top for a bit because some crazy stuff happened, and then everyone can pile in and say congrats. The the transparency thing is going to be a big part of it, but like right now, it's just very basic. It's a lot of it is based on just how much is happening in your life, where you sit on the leaderboard, and also like if you're verified a little bit. But honestly, it's people get into stuck states where even if you are verified, you're not getting pushed out. It's very basic right now, and like that is tough it's a tough explanation. It's not a good explanation, but basically when we wanted to have algorithm day a couple days ago where we really spend the entire day making it right, and then we can be transparent on it. But then, there's other shit that comes up, and like, yeah. We've had a couple. Yeah, we've had a couple people try to commit fraud on the app at this point, and we're setting up an entire system to detect and pass on information for fraud to the authorities, so that it's inevitable that this stuff happens, but now we can't build. Thanks, Kenny. Then it's inevitable that it happens, but now we can't ship something that's really cool because now we have to divert our energy into the shitheads. So the poopy heads. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, the fudge stickles. You got it.
Fudge stickles.
Good save.
I'm sorry. This is where the modular gamification comes in, because the modularity will allow us to take a thing and put it at the top that says rated G stream.
That's
right?
Exactly what.
And we could have different ratings of the streams, and you could when you come into the stream, you immediately see that this is no swearing, don't talk smack, and then there's other people who talk the nastiest of smack, but both of them are in on it, both of them understand, and that's we want to be able, people want to be able to do that, and we want to allow them to do that. So that's where you'll just see, and if you're not down for that, then you just kind of.
We've talked a lot about when you go live, you label your live if you're 420 friendly, or if you're doing a drinking game. We've got a lot of people that are in recovery, maybe want to stay away from that.
Yes.
Totally fine. This is the people love to love. It's freedom of speech. Be an adult, do your business, right? But I love that can be static here, so that no matter what you're doing, somebody can make a wise choice and keep themselves, on whatever path that they're riding on. So grateful for the opportunity that we have to be authentic, absolutely connect in a real way, and have fun authentically, and I have to talk about bananas and broccoli and all the other ridiculous code talk. Except for we kind of do have our own little sprinkle twinkle language.
I can recite everything you have to say.
Yeah, but by choice.
Correct. I'm not worried about being banana if I say fudge mittens. It's fine. By the way, speaking of the algorithm, so what I heard was
every day. With my just for the days, I'm gonna have a little
frustration, and it is top of mind. We did confirm with DT that the algorithm logic should push someone out if you're verified a bit. If you have more followers, it'll push you out. If you have a busy chat, if you have a lot of people in there, it'll push you out. He did mention if you have good lighting, it's more likely to push you out. Can you give us any more details about that?
I mean, I don't think that's implemented yet, but the idea is that we will recognize if you're engaging. The app will recognize if you're engaging with chat. If you have good lighting. I mean, the good lighting thing that's even a temporary thing. It's not really about good lighting. It is going to push out more engaged streaming. So if you're engaged with the chat, and it also will vary based on what you're doing too, because we will have gaming streams, an entire feed of gaming streams, and hopefully gaming leaderboard by the end of the weekend.
That's exactly why
hold on.
Sorry.
It's 3 days, and you're telling me we're going to have a gaming
Get
leaderboard, a separate podium for gamers?
We just need we can have that in very, very quickly. It's almost there. It's almost there. Oh my God, Freddie, come on!
This
is craziness. This is craziness. Do not push me to podium, guys. Do not push me to podium. I'm not getting on the podium. I will take myself off.
Happy New Year. So excited. Start this year off right, favorited. Speaking of, how are we going to identify gamers? Are they going to label their stream as a hashtag game?
When you use Studio, when you go live on Studio, you will say what you're doing, and so when you're gaming, you will choose gaming.
So this is part of Studio and
part of Studio. Right now it'll probably be just Studio, and then eventually we'll have another way of getting like if you're gaming and you're just on your phone, you'll be able to do that. But yeah, singers can use Studio. Studio is going to be great for musicians. It's going to be great for oh my God, Freddie, come on, Freddie. Just sent a wolf.
Freddie, my hairy boyfriend.
I'm gonna need to get over into your. That's crazy. Everyone follow Freddie. Everyone follow Freddie. Follow Benji.
Thank you so much.
Coco Bang, Chris, DMF. Follow all the top 10. It's crazy.
Fresh King Phil said that the wolf needed to come say hello. It's been a
Oh my God, Double Crown. Jeez. This is crazy, Double Crown. Thank you.
Can I just backtrack a little bit for those of you who are the asking for those big baller gifts, because it has been on a lot of people's
Yes.
We have an incredible animator who's working on.
We have multiple now.
We'll have
I just heard what she just said.
coming out the next day or two. We won't tell you dollar amounts, but they're wonderful and they're bigger than.
I think all four. I think there will be 4 or 5 in the next day or two.
Okay, 5 then. 5. Thank you. 5.
4 for everyone, and then there's the one that's gifted. That's an award for being in the top 100 on the Naughty and Nice list.
Okay.
With the new mechanic that I'm interested to see. We're still working on the mechanic, so I hopefully it works well. But basically, when you combo the gift, it will be different.
Oh, that.
I'll just say it. Yeah.
Wait, that's nobody's doing that.
I don't know if that exists yet. But yeah, when you combo the gift, it will be different.
I can't wait. I'm in it. When is it coming in? I gotta move some money around.
So I mean, that will be given to everyone in the top 100 on the Naughty and Nice list, which ends tonight at midnight PST.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry.
Which we probably should have done EST, but when we started this event, Reset was PST. So
amazing. Okay, yes, a couple more questions I'll add. Okay. For those of you who we're still in OBS Studio, again, we have a lot of people testing that. Relentless Will, by the way, Relentless Will has applied for jobs. He's in our chat answering everybody's questions on the favorited Discord. He's amazing.
I see him.
He popped in earlier and reminded everybody that there has been a new thread created. If you want to be a tester for Studio OBS, they're asking that you put in your credentials, drop your resume, your experience, and you might be considered to be included in that test group. So pop in the favorited Discord. Go to your profile, click on settings, scroll down, join the Discord, and then go over to the support channel on favorited and let them know in that thread who you are and what your experience is. Okay. Jimmy Dunn has a question. How does favorited make money, Zach?
So favorited takes 30% of the transactions on gifts. So you reload coins. That's why you reload you reload coins either in the app or in the website favorited.com/coins. It's cheaper at favorited.com/coins because Google and Apple take 30% of everything that comes through the app, which is crazy. So we don't get a cut of that 30%. It's not cheaper because we're making more money in the app. It's cheaper because they take all that when it's in the app. And then from the coins, we take 30%. It's a 70-30 split on the gifts. On other apps, mostly it's been 50-50 or even higher, like 60-40 towards the app. We only take the 30%. We can be very successful with 30%. And there's no plans on changing that, by the way.
Right, and you did mention, I'll remind everybody that hasn't heard it, that Zach has promised that those of us that have been here that are earning the 70%, if it ever does change, which there are no plans, but if it ever does, we will be grandfathered in and still receive the 70%. Huge.
Yeah, there's no plan on changing 70-30.
But it's still amazing. Okay, so I have a couple more things before before we do our
No,
Q&A,
just saying
and
it's
we're right
fun.
on time, 15 more minutes, so this is lovely. We talked about a little bit about getting a banner on the Discovery page, and you had mentioned about making it a game. Just to click on that again, we get that question a lot. How do I get advertised? So the idea is you are going to submit and create a banner, and then your support team, your family, your people have to go in and kind of vote for it. Like, I'm interested, like, is it an RSVP thing?
It's an RSVP thing, yeah. It'll be an RSVP thing. There will be other mechanics around events. Basic is RSVP, but then beyond that, and we're redesigning RSVP hopefully this week too. Oh my God, Lateef! Oh my God, with the wolf.
Hold on.
Guys,
You have podium yet?
you guys, please do not.
He's only
I'm
number
so
4.
close.
Come on.
I'm gonna remove myself. I'm not allowed to be on podium, you guys. This is not.
All right. Well, then just put me there. It's fine.
Yes. I will, like, probably 15 minutes. I'll jump over to your boxes, and then, oh my God, Lateef. Oh, that's ridiculous. You guys,
Is he there?
this is ridiculous.
Ah, you're there. Screenshot it, guys.
I am.
I'm about to get off.
Yeah, I mean, this is obnoxious.